Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. So in our last video, we did Electro Dragons, and that was simply an introduction to the series. Today, we get into the meat of things, and we're going to start with center town hall bases, or classically known as ring bases. I'm going to show you 8 attacks where I break down 4 different strategies or methods of how I triple these ring bases. Keep in mind, this is just the theory side of things, what works. It's going to take practice to get good at these, so the real test is going to be when I run into bases in Legends, will I be able to execute these strategies? So let's go ahead and jump into the first attack. Okay, so the first ring base we're looking at here, I'm going to use an E-Drag at the top to funnel, and I'm going to use a Flame Flinger at 3 o'clock to funnel the other side. Then I'm just going to send the E-Drags in between once I get that funnel established, with the heroes to help funnel also around like 10 o'clock, because there's a dead zone between the monolith and the multi-inferno tower, and that's just something you have to look at in bases and get used to recognizing. You're gonna have to funnel dead zones for your Electro Dragons 90% of the time. But I also used a baby drag with my Flame Flinger side to help clear up some of the trash that was over there. But you're seeing here everybody's moving in. I did rage those dragons there, and that was probably a mistake because they're just gonna die out. And that's something that's really important. Kind of pay attention to the health of your E-Drags and don't make the mistake of freezing or raging for dragons that are already dead, right? So anyways, we do end up getting the town hall down here, which is, you know, pretty fortunate, but everybody's working their way around the backside or bottom side of the base where the eagle is, and basically the heroes have enough to take down what's left of the base. We do have an Electro Dragon left, but this seems to work pretty well on a lot of the ring bases, this particular strategy. So all right, let's go ahead and look at the next raid. Alright, so here we're going to do an example of blimping the town hall. Because of the placement of the sweepers, the way they're facing, I didn't want to risk trying to push E-Drags through that, so I'm going to blimp the town hall. Now, I'm going to start a funnel here at about 4:30-ish, and one at 6, and then send the drags in between. So here we go. I use the warden ability early. I'm not waiting to use the warden ability for the blimp. You can do that, but I've had a lot of success not doing it. Here, I waste a rage on that baby dragon. That was such an accident. But here we go with the heroes. I put a rage up there at 3 to try to get that expo down so it doesn't take my queen's ability. But anyway, so now I'm just freezing things as needed to make sure my blimp is going to get to the town hall. I just needed to take it down. I don't want my drags to end up going through the town hall poison. So anyway, we're working our way through. I get the king and queen coming across from 3 to 12. I'm going to send the RC to support them here in a second. I have a whole bunch of drags at the bottom of the base, which is nice. Here you're going to see me freeze the queen and not the single. So I have to freeze again to get the single. And that's the second spell I've wasted on this raid, and it's still going to triple. Pretty E-Drags can be pretty powerful when you use them correctly, and really it's a lot about the funnels, and outside of that it's also about the spell timing and placement. It's so important. I just get away with it here. But anyway, that's going to do it for this raid. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next base. Okay, so I find it beneficial in a lot of bases to snipe high value targets like the eagle, pretty high value. When you're doing this, you just got to make sure you're cocoa looting pretty liberally and intelligently so that you're protecting your dragons from any possible SAMs, because the SAMs will ruin their life and ruin your attack. But anyway, I'm going through here with 2 E-Drags to take out this eagle. Now, if the king were standing better, and in a lot of the practice raids I did in training on this base, you actually can get the inferno through the eagle through the king if he's standing in the right position. But I didn't want to show that in this one. I felt like it was so much value. Of course you triple, so I picked a replay where that doesn't happen and I still triple. So anyway, E-Drag at 12 to funnel. All of the other dragons in between them and the heroes. I have the king and queen at 9 to keep the dragons inside the base, of course. Very important. I held that rage a little long for the monolith because I really wanted to make sure the dragons were going to get there to take it down. The monolith seems to be like something you just have to keep frozen until it's down because it snipes dragons so quick. But here we go, the towel's going to go down. The E-Drags, if you notice, the E-Drags are almost always in something of a line with each other when you triple, when you have a successful E-Drag raid, because there's something about this synergy in this game where when things are all working together, you just have so much more success. And the E-Drags in a nice line with each other across the base they're all cross-tanking for each other and also chaining each other's chains. And anyway, so yeah, there's not much left in this base, so the heroes are just going to clean it up. And yeah, that's going to do it for this attack. Let's take a look at the next base. Okay, so here's an example of a Flame Flinger at 12, and then I'm going to snipe with a couple of E-Drags the bottom side of the base. What I'm trying to do here is shape the base for my heroes to walk into that monolith compartment, because if I don't do this, chances are they're never going to go in there. And I need them to go in there and take that down. So we have kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't say a funnel at 6. It really is just shaping the base for the hero portion later. But we do have a funnel at 12 with the Flame Flinger taking down the Eagle. I'm just waiting for the Eagle to go down because E-Drags work so fast. You kind of have the liberty to do that. But as soon as that's going to go down, I'm going to start my E-Drags right around where the King is and have my King and Queen come in from 9 o'clock. So here we go. One drag here to funnel off that storage because I don't want the dragons wandering lower than that storage if I can avoid it. I rage the E-Drags on the enemy King because I really need them to punch through him kind of quick. Start my Queen down there at 9. Really don't want that Expo doing too much damage to her. I'm keeping the Town Hall and the Spell Towers frozen to try to keep my dragons from being slowed down too much as they push through that core. I really need that Town Hall down. But now that the Town Hall's down, that's all that really needed to happen there. I have a couple drags at the bottom, which is really good, supporting the heroes as we go through the Tesla farm. I decided to add the Royal Champion to that mix. I still have a Rage and 2 Freezes. I still have the Flinger going at 12, which is really nice. The only obstacle we really have here is the Monolith and the enemy Royal Champion. Because we have a Rage and a Freeze for that area, she's going to go down super fast with her Monolith. And then I just hit my King's ability here. I still have the Queen's ability. And keep in mind, this was with Town Hall 14 heroes because my boost for upgrading my mini wore out. So now I just have Town Hall 14 heroes and I'm still tripling like almost a completely maxed Town Hall 15 base. So keep that in mind that it's just that powerful. But anyway, that's going to do it for the center Town Hall bases. That's the 4 different methods I've found useful. I hope it helps you guys. There are 4 more raids to watch. I'm just going to have it with game sound. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.